to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This Vulcan Report end of day is for trading on Thursday, June the 29th, 2017. We're going to start off today with taking a look here at the crypto space. As you see, Ethereum now is down over 5%. Bitcoin is down 0.41%. Litecoin is down 2.5%. And you can see last price on the Ethereum is 297.19. Bitcoin is remaining steady around the $2,500 mark. And Litecoin is steady around $40.53. Taking a look at Vertasium, we're at 0.2810, down 13.38% on the Vertasium. It should be noted over the last 24 hours, we got a high of 0.6500 and a low of 0.0003600 of an Ethereum. Remember, this is all quoted in Ethos or Ethereum, so it's not in dollars. And I don't know when it's going to be noticeable on a on major exchanges, but I'm sure they're working on it to get it up to that point. Let's go ahead and switch now over to our main markets. Now that you've seen that, all right, I want to start off different today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the US dollar index. Somebody made a comment that I didn't know what I was talking about. And in that comment, they said that, a while back that I stated how the US dollar and Bitcoin were moving together. It's not uncommon for markets to become hinged and move together. At one point, gold and silver was attached to the U.S. stock market. And as the Dow and S&P and NASDAQ went, so did gold and silver. And then they decoupled. Well, that tends to be the case with the U.S. dollar and the Bitcoin. As you can see, we're in the downtrend channel and have been on this weekly chart ever since the U.S. dollar almost hit 104. All right, been in a downtrend channel, right, since we've hit those highs. The same thing has been with Bitcoin. The U.S. dollar has been down pretty big this week, as you can see on this bar here. Likewise, so has the Bitcoin. There's been no mistake in that. Unless you weren't paying attention, then you haven't been seeing it. Again, here's the downtrend channel as well. All right, this is the GBTC, which tracks Bitcoin very, very well. This ETF, the Bitcoin ETF. And it's in a downtrend channel just like the dollar is. All right, they do move in tandem. Yes, the Bitcoin decouples for a brief period and can make a run, but in the grand cycle of things, they're moving in tandem. It's just how it is. You don't have to like it. It's just the way it is. One of the reasons I cited, and I'm sure the person who made that comment did not watch in its entirety the There Is No Collapse documentary that I did when I explained the reason for all of this. And I'm not going to rehash all of that now. But at the end of the day, cryptos, the blockchain technology, is going to be the lifeblood of the global one world currency. It's just the way it is. All right, we've already seen a push for sovereign countries now to put their currency on the blockchain. All right, they're changing their currency over to crypto, to digital. I told you guys that months and years ago, back on the show with the late great Charlie McGrath on Wide Awake News. We told you that. So this is no new thing. This is not a new thing. Don't think any of this to be strange. We already told you all of this. So anyway, not going to belabor that, but do your homework. You'll see that unless you've been asleep, and you haven't been watching these markets, it is what it is. All right. Today, as we speak, if you take a look at what's been happening in the markets, you will see that nothing has changed. The dollar was also down today along with Bitcoin. All right. You don't have to like it, but it's a fact. It's what happened. All right, moving right along. Let's see BTSC. All right, it has also been taking it on the chin. All right, hasn't been able to get back up to that 20 cents, and we've been moving between, around 8 cents, holding steady between 7 and 8 cents. Kind of support around here. It did get as low as 6 cents though. Let's see. What's the next one? All right, BITCF, same thing, same pattern. All right, weakness, but at some point these are going to get up and go. And the talk of the town from over the weekend, FFMGF, can't get up and go yet. It was trying to. It showed some promise, but it can't get up and go. It's struggling. We'll see what can happen. I think it's going to get up and go. I think it's just waiting for this puppy right here. It's waiting for silver. Silver is right now struggling also below its trend line resistance. All right, it's having a problem at this resistance point. All right, this is our resistance point right up in here, and that's where the market is having a problem with. The way the trajectory is going, if it can't get up and over this cloud, it's going to consolidate some more here. You may get a little pop up in here, then the pressure is going to put it into another downward channel. All right, this is course one. All right, so this is option A. It will take this trajectory. If it fails to get back above resistance, and time is of the essence, it needs to do it right up in here. So because this is a weekly chart, as you can see, this is a weekly chart. We only have another one. We got two more weeks. 2 more weeks to try to do something here. And then the time runs out. Then we start to head into these currents here. And this is a strong undercurrent right here. All right, strong, powerful undercurrent. All right, and this time frame, as you can see, September, toward the end of the year, is when we hit those waters. So technically speaking, the market has, until then, this is the crossroad right here. If it does it now, then the run toward the end of the year will be more powerful. All right, it'll be way more powerful. The trend line channels will go like this. All right, putting us up into the stratosphere. All right, this is the course you want to go now. This is where it needs to get. This is the price inflection point right here. All right, it's sort of the tail of the 2 legs. The bear leg is here and kicks into high gear in September. All right, but it needs to get there now. All right, it needs to get there now. At the latest, it has to do it before the month of August gets here. This is right here is your wall. All right, it's almost like an upside down stick man. Here's the first leg. This is a channel. Here's the second leg. This a channel. And here's an arm. Here's the first arm going this way. Second arm, and then just like a waistline. Once you get below the waistline, all bets are off. So the time period puts you here at the beginning of August. All right, you have until the beginning of August, all right, to play around. So time is running out. You got about another month before this thing needs to get up and over this cloud. Failure to do that, and silver is toast. All right, because it's going to get into this incredible undertow, and it's going to pull it down. All right, and we will be gaining downside momentum toward the end of the year. So that's what you don't want to see, all right? That's what we don't want to see for the bullish argument, all right? We don't want to see that. All right, let's pull up gold. Gold is a little bit different story, all right, but not too different. All right, so here's where we are with the gold. All right, as you can see, it's right here. The same story, the same scenario bodes for gold as well, except for silver is been traditionally weaker. Now, the gold is already above the Kumo cloud, as you can see here, right? It's above the Kumo cloud, all right? But it's going to need to battle up in here. So in 2 weeks, it needs to battle, makes its mind up what it wants to do, because it really wants to get up into this channel here. It's what it's going to need to do to rally into the end of the year. If not, then it gets caught when it hits this wall here in August, just like silver, and then it's going to be under those forces. The force can be pretty bad. All right, so it's just the way the charts are looking right now, unfortunately, for these metals. All right. All right, so we're always so far on the week, being it tomorrow's Friday or Take Back Friday. All right, 12:57.10 is what we need to close for tomorrow in order to carry over some momentum into next week. All right, so on the silver, let's wrap our head around those numbers. For silver, we need to close above 1681. Failure to do so, there's more downside for next week. All right, let's look at the NASDAQ 100 on the future side of things. Again, it needs to close above 57.29.5. All right, or it's going to carry over negative momentum into next week. Now, I want to throw something else out here your way. Traditionally, during the 4th of July weekend, I've never seen stocks crash on the 4th of July weekend. Now, I do believe the futures will be trading early in the morning, I think, on the 4th of July. They'll start trading, and of course, equities will be closed. But normally on that Friday before the 4th of July, which is tomorrow, we have a rally, okay? Because it's the 4th, it's just a tradition. It just happens. It just does it. Don't ask me why, it just does it. It's a patriotic thing. I don't know. But stocks do tend to rally. So I'm thinking that we're going to rally and may even erase all of today's correction. And there's been no technical damage on the chart, all right? Yeah, we got a bearish engulfing candle on this weekly, but this bar isn't over with yet. Tomorrow we could just turn the tide and change the complexion of this market. And then we got these ramps coming up too. So I'm just saying, plus you've been consolidated anyway outside the cloud, all right? Down one day, up the next day, down one day. So we should probably rally tomorrow. I'm just saying. Don't fall in love with the downside. There's been no technical damage as of yet on the chart. All right. Your other key factor that you're looking at is XIV, which I showed you yesterday. That's going to tell you where you are. And look at this. We spiked on this daily only to reverse. All right. So this is the leading indicator right here. All right. This is your leading indicator. And this is a daily chart. Unfortunately, you got a tail right here. You got a wick. You know what this means. All right. This is a pointer. So at some point, we got to deal with this. But for the 4th of July, for tomorrow, Take Back Friday, I think we're going to rally just because of that. And or into Monday, Tuesday, should be rallying. All right. Sort of like a delayed Take Back Friday if it doesn't really manifest tomorrow. So this is where we are. Really no technical damage on the weekly chart. Not at all. This right here is just this right here. And we rallied and hit new highs right after that. And I think we're going to do the same here. Okay, so that's where we are. GDXJ. All right, GDXJ is also having problems here at this resistance point. All right, so still the miners are struggling. All right, and you can see that for the most part it's the same picture again for the gold miner as it was for gold and as it was for silver. We're in the same situation. All right, this GDXJ though is looking like silver for the most part, but the same rules apply. We have until August to do something here, or this market is going to go the way of silver, but actually look even worse, because as we get out toward here to September, that's when this cascade comes in. And in order to avoid this, you got to be top side the cloud. You can't be down here when this September comes. All right. So August is really when you need to get above this cloud, man. So this one has a few more weeks, but at the end of the day, this is where we are, folks. So make note of this for your mining stocks and the precious metals. This is what it is. All right. So with that being said, do yourself a favor. Come on over to postwavetrading.com. Learn how to trade these markets. Learn how to put the algorithms on your side so that the algorithms can work for you. All right. Instead of having your hard work go down the drain because the banks are coming in and crushing the markets, you can come in and you can be on the right side of said tidal waves when they come. You will be alerted ahead of everyone else when key turning points are likely to come in these markets. You've seen the analysis. You know what it is. You know what we do here. Come and see how, like I've told you before, learn how to make money even when the markets don't do as you expect. Post-wave price triggers will put you there where you need to be and give you that extra income stream that you need. Postwavetrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace. That I didn't know what I was talking about. And in that comment, they said that, a while back that I stated how the US dollar and Bitcoin were moving together. It's not uncommon for markets to become hinged and move together. At one point, gold and silver was attached to the U.S. stock market. And as the Dow and S&P and NASDAQ went, so did gold and silver. And then they decoupled. Well, that tends to be the case with the U.S. dollar and the Bitcoin, remaining steady around the $2,500 mark. And Litecoin is steady around $40.53. Taking a look at Vertasium, we're at 0.2810, down 13.38% on the Veritasium. It should be noted over the last 24 hours, we got a high of 0.6500 and a low of 0.0003600 of an Ethereum. Remember, this is all quoted in Ethos or Ethereum, so it's not in dollars. And I don't know when it's going to be noticeable on on major exchanges, but I'm sure they're working on it to get it up to that point. Let's go ahead and switch now over to our main markets. Now that you've seen that, all right, I want to start off different today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the US dollar index. Somebody made a comment that to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This Vulcan Report end of day is for trading on Thursday, June the 29th, 2017. We're going to start off today with taking a look here at the crypto space. As you see, Ethereum now is down over 5%. Bitcoin is down 0.41%. Litecoin is down 2.5%. And you can see last price on the Ethereum is 297.19. Bitcoin is, as you can see, we're in the downtrend channel and have been on this weekly chart ever since the US dollar almost hit 104. All right, been in a downtrend channel right since we've hit those highs. The same thing has been with Bitcoin. The US dollar has been down pretty big this week, as you can see on this bar here. Likewise, so has the Bitcoin. There's been no mistake in that. Unless you weren't paying attention, then you haven't been seeing it. Again, here's the downtrend channel as well. All right, this is the GBTC, which tracks Bitcoin very, very well. This ETF. Your